You go to any community, anywhere in this country, walk up to someone on the street and say, do you think it makes sense, in light of the fact that 10 million migrants have come into the country in 3.5 years, 99 of those individuals on the terrorist watch list, do you think it makes sense before a new voter registers to vote that they demonstrate they are a citizen of this great country? And any person you ask that question to will say, well, of course. Of course that makes sense. Everyone, Democrat district, Republican district, they will all say the same thing. Everyone will agree with that except Democrats in the United States House of Representatives. They disagree with that. They say, no, 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 we can't have that requirement on a bill that spends what we're already spending. We can't put that requirement on a bill. That is ridiculous. That is, as Sarah Huckabee Sanders said a couple years ago in her response to the State of the Union, she said, the divide in America today is normal versus crazy. That is a crazy policy position not to agree with that, not to put the SAVE Act on this bill. Think of the positions the left now takes. It's crazy to defund the police. It's crazy not to have a border. It's crazy to say men should compete against women in sports. Those are all positions the left takes, and they take the position that in light of 10 million people coming into our country in 3.5 years, you shouldn't have a requirement to demonstrate you're a citizen before you register as a new voter. The people see this, man. The people understand in this country, this is a crazy, support this legislation. This is a good bill with a common sense, normal policy that we are putting on the legislature. Makes absolute sense, but they're gonna vote against it.
If a migrant comes from a country where a hostile or chaotic regime has recognized that the United States has no effective border control whatsoever by intentional act of the presidential administration, then, and that regime decides to release a prison population or criminal population so that they'll leave and go to the United States, do you think past statistics about the criminal disposition of migrants is likely to remain static, remain the same? Doesn't it make sense that they're going to be more criminals if those populations are being released because of the recognition of what the administration's done to border security? Ms. Morin?
Yes.
I think that's common sense. I understand the argument's always made that we needed that Langford-Mayorkas border bill. Well, here's President Trump's favorite chart, as he said, because as he turned his head, the assassin's bullet passed by, looking at this. But what you see on the left is what President Trump accomplished, and what you see from 2021 forward is what the current administration accomplished. I would suggest that anyone who says that that border bill that wasn't passed is cause and effect should learn what the idea of cause and effect means, because you can accomplish either one of these results with our existing law. And the result of accomplishing what's on the right as opposed to what's on the left is a matter of will, and a matter of people who think they're not law enforcers, but lawmakers.